Hey, what's up? It's Sugar from Soundkandy Studio. Today I want to talk about something slightly different. I want to talk about sound design. So the people like us who are watching these videos are already involved in the music business in some form or shape or fashion. And what I want to talk about today is sound designs. You know the kind of things I mean, the ambient sounds, the Foleys, the sound effects, the voiceovers, and music. We're already involved in the music, so we already understand the samplers and EQs and compressors and noise gates, and that is what we're going to use to do this sound design. I've done a 90-second clip. It's just a random set of images, and it's brought together, I think, simply by the sounds. Take a look.
That isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up. Roger, we copy. Pretty good total jump.
Okay, so you've had a look at the video. It's 90-second long. It has 15 elements, as I said, 10 of which are sound effects. The other 5 are made up from some Kontakt instruments. I will talk about some of my Kontakt instruments. In fact, maybe we should do that now. Let's just look at some of the Kontakt instruments and I'll tell you what's in my library. Okay, earlier on I spoke about Native Instrument Kontakt, and arguably it's probably one of the best libraries you can have. You don't have to have the paid version, you can have the free version, and you actually don't need to have it at all, but I really do like it. Okay, in my version I've got a number of musical type instruments at the top, but that's not what we want to focus on. What we want to focus on is the stuff I use to do sound design. So literally from here where we have these orchestral sounds, this project sound is absolutely brilliant. Cine samples is absolutely gorgeous. What else have we got? We got the ARC series 1 through 4, and then going down we're going to see some Spitfire audio, absolutely brilliant for doing that type of work. But when we get to the bottom here, Heaviosity, that is absolutely gorgeous for doing sound design. Things like drone sounds and drum sounds and all of that, that's brilliant for doing that there. And then when we get right to the bottom of my list, I've got all of my kind of organic sounds, I should say, and they are at the bottom of my list. I do plan to do a video on some of these items if people wish me to do that, but this is my sound design library as it currently stands. This is, when I say as it currently stands, I am simply talking about for Kontakt. I do have some other instruments that don't show up here, and they actually are under the Files tab, but that's Kontakt in a nutshell. So let's dissect this video and see what we've got. Okay, so down, as I said, I'm using Presonus Studio One. It has this little video window, so we can see what we're doing here in terms of our edit. At the top, I had this tape sound effects. Now, I put it in there just to say this is the Foley part of our sound design. So let's listen to that. It's just that one click right there, and then we've got this boxing sound. Let's go to that. And again, it's just sound effects. I will put a link in the description where you can get some sound effects from anyway. But you can, obviously, you know, you can go to YouTube and get it from pretty much anywhere. Let's carry on with the video. So we have that speed ramp, which is where the guy runs. Watch that. That one there. And that sounds like this. If we solo it, it actually sounds like this. That's what that sounds like. So we'll keep going. So this drone sound here, remember I said we're using trailer expressions? Well, this is trailer expressions and I've used it for the background. This kind of sets the ambience of the tone, and this is when we say words like narrative. This sets the narrative. This sound, I believe that this sound is the storytelling sound. So when we couple that with the cello, this is by Tina Gao, I think that's how you say her name, and it's her cello. Listen to the ambient sound and that cello. Let's play the cello on the cello on its own. And then we'll mix that cello in with this sound here. And then we have this sword sound right up here. Let's just solo that so we can hear what that sounds like. That's what that sounds like. And what I decided to do, I recorded a drop sound, a droplet sound, but what I also did with that drop sound right here, you can see that I've added a beat delay. It's a quarter beat delays, and it's because there was a gap in the video and we wanted to bring that gap together. Let's take a listen. So you see that in the video. So let's just move this out of the way and then just play it without these being soloed. We can see what we've got. Now the idea was, in this case, was to have the droplet suspend the sound and then the cello play underneath it to keep that level of continuity. Now this crowd sound, it was deliberately left way in the back. I'm not even sure if you can hear it that well. Listen to it soloed. It's actually a disco. Now again, this disco sound is not part of this little clip down here. It's totally random. It's just the sound effects of a disco. It doesn't come with these clips. In fact, none of these clips come with any sound, so I've just added these sounds. Now remember I said the word narrative. The word narrative, it really is one of these really crucial words. It's meant to say that in this particular video, I called it moments because it's meant to conjure up a slice of life, as it would be, given that they are totally random clips. So the only thing I thought that we could bring this together is to get some sound. It has to be almost melancholy. It has to be low tempo, and it just needs to sit underneath it, and it allows you to think about, well, what the hell is this guy doing having all these random clips? And as you can hear, the wave sound here, let's just solo that so you can hear what that sounds like. It's simply on its own, it's not impressive. None of these things are. The one thing you will notice about the wave sound, I deliberately, it's two stems, but it's almost a mono sound. And I think the reason for doing that was when you play this mix again, there are lots of things happening all at the same time. And I wanted to make sure that we don't get any sort of phase cancellation by having too many things in a very wide sound spectrum. So you can hear the waves almost in the center. For those who are really keen-eyed, they would have noticed that there is some automation going on. So let's just bring up the mixer. Let's just bring the mixer up. Let's drop this back and you will see some automation taking place. And I think the automation is crucial. Now, why I say that automation is crucial, we want the sounds in there and we want them in there, but what we want to do is we want to ride that crest of sound. So there are bits that need to be louder and there are bits that need to be softer, and we want to move the fader to create that warmth and that sound, that full sound, which is why I added the automation. Okay, let's get rid of that window there, and that essentially is it. Now, if anyone is watching that thinks, actually, I should try this, I think you should. If we are already doing music, there's nothing stopping us from doing it. Yes, we need to get some video elements, but I actually, in the time that I've been making music, I've actually made more money doing sound design work and doing adverts and that type of stuff than I actually have done making music, because, you know, you're streaming and you're getting 1p for each stream or whatever it is you're getting these days. But I've actually made more money doing sound design work for films and for TV and for games than I actually have ever done selling vinyl records, tapes and CDs and having my stuff. And maybe that's just me, but I actually do like the challenges that sound design brings. If you like this content, I plan to do some more videos on sound design, expanding this out a bit more technical, but that's it in a nutshell. Remember the main parts that we're looking for ambience or ambience, background sounds, we're looking for Foley sounds, we're looking for audio effects, we're looking for voiceovers, and we are looking for music. And if you're already watching this video, it's because you probably do one or more of those elements anyway. So I think it's something well worth getting into. That's it for me. Now I'll show you another clip. It's also a very short clip, but it's just on the musical side of sound design. And I will see you again shortly. If you have any comments or questions, leave something in the description below, in the comment section below. Please do like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and certainly give this a thumbs up if you like it. I will see you again. Take care for now. Bye bye.